Hello students. So this is the book of your class 9 science book. And now today we will study first chapter of your book. So first chapter of your book is matter in our surroundings. Matter in our surroundings. It's related with chemistry. Now we should directly come on the chapter number 1. So the name of chapters we have discussed that matter in our surroundings. First thing is that in our surroundings we see a large variety of objects with different shapes, sizes and textures. Means हम अपने आसपास के आसपास सराउंडिंग्स हैं उनमें अलग अलग वैरायटी की चीजें और शेप्स की साइज की देखते हैं. All objects, in fact everything in this universe is made up of material which scientists have named matter. All objects, जो भी objects हैं यूनिवर्स में वो जिस चीज से भी जिस मटेरियल से बने हैं साइंटिस्ट ने उसको नाम दिया है मैटर. So here the concept of our chapter is clear. Means matter in our surroundings. Okay, we will study about matter which is in our surroundings. The air we breathe, the food we eat, stones, clouds, stars, plants and animals, even a small drop of water or a particle of sand, everything is matter. So here this term is, I think you all have got, but I will explain. The air we breathe, the food we eat, stones, clouds, plants and animals, all things, everything is matter. Okay, matter can be seen, tasted, smelled or felt. Matter can be seen, देखा जा सकता है, tasted and smelled or felt. Okay, matter can neither be created nor destroyed. First thing and important thing is that matter can't be destroyed and can't be created. Okay, it can only be changed from one form to another. Means we can change matter from one form to another, but can't destroy and can't create. In modern day में scientists have involved two types of classification of matter based on physical and chemical properties. Scientists have classified the matter in two qualities. First one is properties, first one physical properties, the other one chemical properties. In this chapter we shall learn about matter based on its physical property. In this chapter we will study only about physical property. Okay? Not about chemical property. Okay? So physical property, first thing we should know what is matter. So matter is anything that has mass and volume, or we can say that anything that has mass, occupies space and can be felt by one or more sense organ is called matter. Means everything which has mass and occupies space. Everything which has mass and occupies space and can be felt by our sense organs, any of sense organ, it's called matter. Okay, and important note is that the SI unit of mass is kilogram, kg, and volume is cubic meter. The common unit of measuring volume is liter. Common unit of measuring volume is liter. Okay, liter is unit of measuring volume. First thing, liter is unit for measuring volume and kilogram is unit for measuring the mass. Okay, now I would like to come on classification of matter. We have learned about matter. Matter, we can say that anything that has mass and occupies space can be felt by one or more sense organ is called matter. And now we will come on classification of matter. First point in this thing is that early Indian philosophers classified matter into 5 basic elements. Our early Indian philosophers classified matter in how many? 5 types. Like Panch Tattva, they called it Panch Tattva. Panch Tattva. First one, air, water, earth, sky, and fire. Okay, these were Panch Tattva. These are Panch Tattva, not were. According to them, everything living or non-living was made up of these 5 basic elements. Their opinion was that everything, it doesn't matter it is living or non-living, everything was made up of these 5 basic elements according to their opinion. The second term is, nowadays in modern age, matter is classified into groups according to their physical property and chemical nature. Nowadays matter groups classified into groups according to their properties, physical properties and chemical nature. In ancient time, our Indian philosopher classified matter only in 5 groups, but in modern age there are groups based on physical properties and chemical nature. For example, solid, liquid and gas. These are based on participle arrangement and or physical properties, or elements, compound and mixture. These are on chemical nature. For physical properties, examples are solid, liquid, gas, and for chemical nature, examples are elements, compound and mixture. Got it? Okay. Now we will study physical nature of matter. What is physical nature of matter? What is physical nature of matter? So, if we study the physical composition of matter, we found that every matter is made up of certain particles. Every matter is made up of certain particles which differ in shape. Means every matter is differ in shape, size and nature. Nature is also different from other type of matter. Means every matter is different from other matter by its shape, size and nature. Okay. And the second part is that the particles of matter are very small or teeny beyond our imagination. Means the particles of matter are very small. Means we can't imagine. Okay. Now we will come on next topic, means characteristics of particles of matter. Now we have read about particles of matter. So we should study about particles of matter. So first thing is characteristics of particles of matter. Some important characteristics of particles of matter are as follows. Means some important characteristics are given. First point is that particles of matter have space between them. Means particle of matter have space between them. They have space. Every two particle have space between them. Okay. The second point is that particles of matter are in the state of continuous movement. Particle of matter are in a state of continuous movement. Okay. They are moving. This suggests that they possess some energy, and according to this thing, if they are moving continuously, means they have energy. Without energy they can't move, so they have energy, and this energy is called kinetic energy. This energy is called kinetic energy. As temperature rises, the kinetic energy of the particles increases. If temperature rises, the kinetic energy of particles increases, and hence particles move faster. When kinetic energy increases, so particles also move fast. Okay. The third point is the particles of matters have tendency to diffuse to intermix on their own with each other. Means they have a quality or property that they don't intermix each other. That means that they don't collapse each other. Okay, they are free from one another. They do so by getting into the spaces between the particles. ये ऐसा क्यों कर पाते हैं? Means they do so. How they do? They do so by getting into spaces between the particles. The space between the particles, they have space between the particles, so they can do by the space of particles. Okay, the intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own is called diffusion. One term is one word here we have read about one word, diffusion. What is diffusion? The intermixing means intermixing of particles of two different types of matter. Means when two different types of matters or particles intermix each other, it is called diffusion. Okay. Now the last term, fourth term is particle of matter attract each other. Particle of matter attract each other. If force of attraction exists between the particles. If force of attraction exists between the particles, that is known as intermolecular force of attraction. What is intermolecular force of attraction? Means particle attract each other, particle of matter attract each other, and a force of attraction exists between them. Okay, and this force is called intermolecular force of attraction. This force keeps the particle together. Means only due to this force particles are related or close to each other. Okay, the extent of this force of attraction varies from one kind of matter to another, and strength of this force is different in other particles. Means how in every matter the intermolecular force is different. Okay, here we have read about characteristics of particles of matters. Now we will study in next class. Thank you.